Good morning, and I thought I'd just show you what we typically have for a late morning breakfast. So I'm always on about nutrients and getting the nutrient-dense food. There is no better way than doing a smoothie, and we live on this. Our grandkids live on it, we live on it, and what makes a huge difference. I'm actually writing a book all about fibre with 1,000 references, and I can tell you the only way you're going to get the fibre that you really need on a daily basis in the 21st century is using the smoothies, not the juices, a smoothie. And I'm going to show you, we've actually, my little smoothies make us a little bit dirty because we've just made almond milk. I'll show you that one next week. But it's really simple. All I've got are a list of ingredients that we've got in our cupboard. I've got a drawer down here. I'm not going to show you that, but it's got all of the different types of nuts and some seeds and other bits and pieces. So we go and get a selection. So today it's really simple. Linseed. Linseed is nearly always one of my go-tos because it's rich in omega-3s, but more important, it's one of the best sources of fibre. And, oh, have I already started telling you about the benefits of fibre? Well, hold on. So, some linseed. How much? Oh yeah, that much. No idea. It doesn't matter. It's about getting a diversity of it, a combination of it. Some almonds. 8 or so almonds go in there. Sunflower seeds. Again, all of it is about getting the best possible diversity of the different types of fibres. And all the plants, the nuts and the seeds and the greens and all the veggies have different types of fibres. And the different types of fibres feed your gut microbiome. So for a healthy microbiome, you want the biggest diversity of microorganisms, which comes from the biggest diversity of foods. So here we're getting in one of a simple food like this, probably at least a dozen different types of foods in there. At my talks, I will talk about biodiversity in your gut microbiome determines your health. So we've got the seeds, a little bit of some coconut, desiccated coconut here. Again, a little bit of taste, but again, rich in good oils and rich in fibre. Throw in some whole orange, whole pear. Now, what I've got here, you probably can't see it properly, but I've got 3 types of kale from my front garden. Kale have a fantastic, kale by the way is the cabbage family, so all the cabbage family have a fantastic enzyme in them. When you grind them up, not cooked, raw, when you grind them up, they actually feed in to create an anti-breast cancer food. So marvellous. So I've got some 3 types of kale, some beetroot stems, some parsley, lots of parsley growing in my garden, so it goes in there. There's a half a dozen different types. Also 1 sage leaf, because they're always good for the mind. So again, we've got this really big diversity. And here's the coup de grace, a little bit of aloe vera straight out of the garden. And goes in there, skin and all, get those last little bits. And basically that's our smoothie. Top it up with a little bit of water, make sure my tap's off. Top it up with some water, and I now have everything ready to go. And all I'm going to do is literally just do it all automatic. And the beautiful thing about this, as I've said on numerous occasions, is I'm getting the best diversity of foods that feed your gut microbiome. So this is typically my gut microbiome smoothie. Not a juice, because the gut microbiome live on first water, fibre, and then they live on what are called the polyphenols. They're all the colours and the antioxidants and the nutrients that you get in all the plants. But instantly, that mix over there has become the perfect food for my gut microbiome. I know, everyone's telling you you're going to have probiotics and so on. This is even better. One, it's a food for it, but because it's raw, it's actually got lots of probiotics in it still. Extremely low doses, but when it goes through with the skin, that means you're actually going to have a better outcome in the end. The best way is to use the smoothies to do something like this. Turn it off. All I need to do now is turn on my tap. Just a little bit to start with. Nice and thick, that's how I like it. Beautiful. It takes 3 minutes to make a smoothie. 3 minutes. I'll have that washed, and the other bit I'll have it washed and everything on the drying rack. And I've got the best food, absolutely delicious. And the recipe is whatever you want to add to it. If you want a little bit more sweet, add a little bit of fruit. If you want a little bit more solid, add some nuts and seeds. But the best way you can do it. So I hope you enjoyed this little session on how to feed your gut microbiome.